Hello, hello, everybody. Hey, Ed, Marcy. Hey, JJ. Hey, Blue Ridge. How you doing? Y'all are more welcome to hop on. And we already got somebody. It's probably Ed, I'm guessing. And it is. Hey, Ed.
Hey everybody. I don't know who
Wait.
changed me to Sleepy Ed, but I had a pretty good laugh on that.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Guy in the chat's wanting a little shout out. It's the gaming channel, also known as JJ. He's wanting a little shout out. So if you want, subscribe to him. You don't really have to, but he's wanting a shout out. So
Say
and
JJ, post your channel link in the chat, and I'll take a look at you. I enjoy games.
hey, Marcy.
Hey,
Hey Marcy, how you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good.
That's good.
Weather can't make its mind up. 1 minute it's nice, next minute it's not.
But well, it's like tonight here in Houston. Two of the counties that the greater Houston area covers, Harris and Fort Bend. Not only are we getting rain like an SOB, but we also we're under a severe thunderstorm warning. So,
Yeah, lots of water.
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You guys could use it. You don't get enough of it as it is.
It's been
True, but maybe not quite so much all at once. Would be nice,
Mother Nature got jokes.
right? Hey, Britta.
hey, Britta. It's been kind of wet and dreary all day. And this morning, about 3 o'clock, I got woken up by a storm. Woken up by the thunder. And there was one thunder. I guess, it was like kind of a loud or like a deep thunder that it, like I felt everything shaking.
Yeah, that's a good storm when it's
I
rolling.
Yeah,
heard that, rolled over, looked at the radar, and then I put the phone back down, rolled back over, went back to sleep.
Exactly. Like, oh, it's gonna rain. All right, whatever. I sleep better when it's raining like that.
and what's bad is about hour and a half, 2 hours ago, it was nice and sunny and pretty and warm,
Hmm.
and then the bottom dropped out of it.
Uh, I've been seeing some stuff like in Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio where they got a bunch of like tornadoes. I guess I think overnight or something.
Yeah, 'tis the season. All the
Uh,
flatlands get hit early.
Hey, Blue Ridge, I ain't said hi to you yet, brother. How you doing tonight?
That's what happens when a nor'easter turns tail. End up with
Yeah,
wicked weather.
yeah.
mm, mm,
It
mm.
rolls back, goes back over us, and just does this weird slingshot thing.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
not doing too bad. Had to take care of some stuff that I normally do on Mondays tonight because I won't be able to do it Monday morning because I've got a golf tournament that the company I work for is catering. So, and that's going to be a minimum 12-hour shift.
Yes,
So,
feeding aggressive dudes in weird pants.
actually, it's feeding a bunch of French nationals doing spun up crepes, spun fresh on site.
Ugh, boring.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
It's a paycheck, but boring. Is there
Okay.
anything else on the menu besides crepes?
We're also going to have some baguette style sandwiches. And we've got a bunch of people coming in around midnight Monday morning to start making the sandwiches.
Yeah. Some odd reason, my right
Yeah,
hand is
that's Ed getting the storm. It's rumbling pretty angry.
some odd reason. My right hand is shaking for some odd reason. I don't even know why.
Caffeine, pinch nerve.
And speaking of caffeine, in case y'all are curious, I'm in the process of putting together another pot of coffee. So
Like it just started.
grinder here in just a second.
All right, dude.
You're not drinking energy drinks, are you, Jonathan?
No.
Okay. Those things are no good. They're dangerous.
Like it just my hand just started shaking out of the blue, and I don't know why. I was fine all out through today. Maybe it was because I had a cough.
Because what?
Maybe I had 2 coffees today.
That was my next question. Have you been drinking coffee? Because it'll do that. You need to get yourself a nice tall glass of water and don't drink any more coffee. You shouldn't drink more than 2 cups in an entire day. And certainly not back to back.
That was around 10 o'clock. Hey, Don.
Hey, Don.
Hello.
Hey,
How's
Don, how
everybody
you doing, brother?
Just beat the hell out of it, why don't you?
Yeah, well, that way the ground up coffee that sticks to the inside because of static, you slap it on the bottom and it knocks that all that down into the cup so you can dump it into your filter.
Filter. Sacrilege. Filters are for cigarettes, not coffee.
Yeah, I'd rather not have coffee ground in my coffee.
If you pour it correctly, it doesn't get in the coffee.
I'm not really too much worried about trying to pour correctly. I just want to pour fast and drink it. Hey, Mo Partner, how you doing tonight, brother?
Hey, Barnett.
Hey, John, Britta, Blue Ridge, whoever else I missed.
Big screen.
Is this chatty gamer dude a friend of yours, Jonathan?
Yeah, he discovered me through one of my YouTube shorts. So he says that I am his favorite YouTuber. So if you've not seen it already, here's the motor all done.
Oh, yeah, looking good.
Gonna put it's either oil filter or the starter. Hey,
I made the oil filter. Those cars, fuel cars, didn't have a starter. Not on the motor.
all right, Breda, here's your man.
Hey, Dart.
Hey, be right back. I gotta walk the dog before I get started.
It's dog hour. I had to go run mine outside, too.
My young brother from another mother of Oklahoma.
He's an Okie from Muskogee. And
He's a fooner.
and Mo Parnut, you're gonna like what I'm showing here. 426 Hemi.
Nice. Looks good, John.
Thank you. Hey Donnie.
Hey, Donnie.
V12. No, it's a V8. And then Got some of the steering in. And suspension of bottom bypass, gas tank. And here's all the transmission stuff we're in. See, roll bar and.
They sure the heck don't give the driver a whole lot of space, do they?
They ain't gonna
No,
be in
they
there that
generally
long.
don't.
Time to get comfortable.
Right?
Ain't like it got power steering, brakes, AC, and cruise control, and all that.
Hey,
It's got a
Dart.
clutch pedal, a gas pedal, and a brake on the handle. And the only real concern is one of the pedals, the go-go, the loud pedal.
The long skinny pedal, the one I like.
Yeah, I got two
I hate
pedals.
that short fat pedal right next to it. I hate having to use that.
Yeah. And
Thing
here's
is, that dragster, the brakes is on the handle. It ain't on a pedal.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a pedal here. It's a tall pedal, and then you got like a small pedal here when you're sitting in
Yeah.
it. Right here,
Clutch.
lever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The gas is on the right, the clutch is on the left, and the brake handle
And
is up here on you.
that handle is
right.
likely to break.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but $2.
If you ever get a good look at Don Gartlett's right hand, you'll see what happens when you have to get on the brake on in a front engine car with a fire.
Yeah.
It fused all his fingers
Lot
together. They had,
cooked his all off, yeah.
That is a
yeah,
small
fused
pedal.
all four of his fingers together. They had to cut them apart.
Yeah.
That's a small pedal right there.
That's clutch.
Yeah, I met him after that happened. That was pretty gruesome.
That's the gas. The long skinny, that's the go pedal.
And then right
Yep, the left pedal is a clutch.
and
And
right
then right there, that's the brake.
left is a lever.
Yep. And that's the brake.
Yeah, it's the in and out box.
Thanks, Britta.
That does look nice. I'm looking forward to seeing it done.
Oh, let's see what else do I need to do.
You building a Ram Charger dragster?
Yeah,
Yeah, the white red stripe car.
yeah.
Or Ram?
The transport truck.
Always like the front motor cars.
Hey, Steven, how you
They're
doing?
sexier than the rear engine cars.
Hey, Steven.
Hey.
I know the rear engine car is safer, but it is uglier.
Okay. Oh.
Already done that. Okay, so I'm ready to put a body piece on in my rear axle.
I've got the
Well,
body
you know
halves glued together to figure out how I'm going to cut it to where the cowling all be one piece and go down over the axle. I got it drawn out. I was going to make some parts after I cut it up. Now you take that same kit, cut the body work off at the cowl, get the decals from Slicks, build the John Miller car from More American Graffiti Part 2.
Still need to watch it. Find a way to watch it.
The second one's difficult to watch because they keep bouncing back and forth between all of them's life after they kind of.
Yeah, you really got to sit through that one and pay attention. You chop it up
Right.
too much.
Turn the phone off and everything, just zone in on the movie.
Yeah, they were really hip on retrospect, and if you look away for a hot second, you'll miss something important.
Yeah, you get lost fast. I got both of them on VHS, and I've got the first one on DVD also.
Yeah, I had them on VHS. ages ago. I don't know if I ever replaced them or not. I might have them on a DVD.
Well,
Hey,
what's the
Sleepyhead.
up to?
Look here, Baloney Cave.
You just rubbed it in. I just seen that pictures that two-door dark there, Valiant, didn't you?
Yeah, that's my old man's. That ain't mine.
That kind of makes my little ninnies get hard.
She's big tar car. She was pumping and bumping in her day.
I always liked that body style. The front end's a nightmare under them, but I still like it.
Oh, you scared of them torsion bars?
No, just the the spindle and the front of the geometry on the control arms is. Now they straightened it out later. I had that little bolt pattern. There were drum brake cars. Now we had one with a 413 in it.
That one had a 440 in it. It ain't been drove in many years. My old man bought it like you see it. And technically, my uncle traded for it before he passed away, and then my dad honored the deal that my uncle had made right before he passed away. So that's how it all.
That just needs some mini tubs in it, some Latham springs.
You need somebody to care for it and drive it.
Maybe-
I don't understand how somebody
Hey,
can just
Phil.
let it sit.
Maybe
It's a race
Dana
car.
on the back.
Can't just let it
It's
sit there and rot away.
Needs a 72, 73 front cross member. Then you can get a better geometry and disc brakes all in one.
Hey, Bob. Yeah, I know. I
Hey,
apologize,
Bob.
Bob. I ain't mean to fall asleep toward the very end of the show last night.
Hey, Bob. King Bob. The King of Bob.
yeah. I tuned in last night. All I could hear was.
I don't snore.
Did you
Well,
fall
the one time I seen you fall asleep, you didn't.
No, we were taking bets on how long you'd stay in the chair.
Oh, yeah.
Stayed in my chair till I woke up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you managed. I don't know how, but you did.
You fell asleep again?
Yes, I fell asleep again last night.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't see that picture. That's 73. Or is that 74?
Which one? The pink one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I learned to drive in. It's 75.
Okay.
But
Damn, you got
yeah,
some goodies to play with.
I woke up. I don't know how long after the end of the stream I woke up, but went out, had a cigarette, came in, and just went right to bed.
It's
Oh, yeah. I see big tar on it now. Damn. Dude, I was looking at these pictures sitting at a traffic light, so I couldn't look.
yeah, that Valiant's big tire car. Still, he hasn't made up his mind what he wants to do with it yet. The Duster is probably going back to its previous owner shortly, and we're working a deal to do some trading. And the other ones are basically parts cars.
No, the Duster is
Dude,
the
I'm digging
keeper.
that wagon sitting next to that Duster.
What, Marcy?
The Duster is the keeper.
The pink one?
You can paint it whatever fucking color you want. It doesn't have to stay pink.
We already have a yellow one that's nice. Wow, we don't need two.
Yeah, you do.
I'm digging that.
Backup parts.
I'm digging the hood scoop and the old school slots.
Keeping the slots.
Oh, hell yeah. That wagon sitting next to us kind of got me feeling a little randy.
Yeah, I'm working a deal on that one too. Get rid of it. We've got too many. We're basically going to dwindle it down to my 4-door, his 2-door post 4-speed, my mom's convertible, the yellow car, which is his, and then that's it. The rest of them need to go.
That's not a lot.
Well, I can understand that.
How
It's hard
many
to keep
more
up
are
with
there
you.
beyond that?
10, 15.
Just get the car dealer license and be done with it.
We
That
ain't
way
got
they can't. That way they can't bitch at you for having all the vehicles.
that ain't it. Like you said, it's a shame to let them all sit, and we ain't got enough money to fix them all. So it's time for them to go find a home that will fix them. Because everything in that lot has been in the family for 20 years plus.
Yeah, bad thing about selling them is the people that sell them to probably aren't even going to keep them.
Well, that's kind of not our problem.
They'll fix them up and turn them over, and they'll just get resold repeatedly until they end up who knows where.
Well, thing is, I mean, the condition they're in, they should fetch a pretty decent dollar for y'all and help you out on, that'll help on the other cars.
Yeah, it's just there's so again. I'm not sitting here bragging because they're not high dollar cars. You know that. You've looked at them. They're not high dollar cars at all. Not a one of them. And but
No, there aren't a lot of them around anymore. Well, real
that's true.
cars, that makes a difference. Just make sure you get fair market value for what you have. Get professional appraisals done so that you know what numbers you're working with.
Oh, my hands hurt. Yeah, I didn't know how bad I was until I started this physical therapy crap. Oh man, you know how much
Gotta
it hurts.
exercise.
You know how much it hurts just to go like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I told that one physical therapist, I said, you must get up smiling going to work every morning. She says, what do you mean? That you get paid to torture people 8 hours a day.
Oh.
Right?
Then I got to do this goofy.
Torture, we're trying to get you to feel better. I said, well, the feeling better part comes a long way down the road.
Then I got to do this goofy thing. I go like this. That shit hurt. I don't know why it hurts. It shouldn't hurt, but it does.
It hurts because your body is in atrophy. You're not using all your muscles. And until you do, you're going to hurt.
Hey, I'm tempted to get me a membership over to Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness has got a reasonable deal here as far as, it's like $10 a month or something. You pay like $1 for your first month.
Yeah, they're on my insurance will pay for it.
Cool. Even better.
They own the
You get
list.
it for free. You get it for free.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck yeah. Take it and run with it. Literally take it and run with it.
I don't know about no running. Like I said, you see me running, just join in. We'll laugh later.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. What Jeff is saying, what you need to get, if they didn't give it to you, are exercise pulleys. And you can rig them up on a door frame and do the pull exercises. Do it isometrics, compression first and then weights. Anything can be used as a weight. You can use a stack of books, a brick, whatever you can hold in your hands.
You've been working out a little bit when you tip that gallon jug of tea up.
That'll give you carpal tunnel.
I remember I used to work out 12 ounces at a time.
I was about to say it used to be whiskey.
They told me it's just 12 ounces a time. That ain't all that much. Have you seen how fast I drink them? 12 times 6, that's a couple of pounds. Then
I'll
it
be
was
back.
12 ounces times 12. I lost count after that.
Answer the phone, man.
Was that somebody's ringtone?
It was dark.
Pretty cool ringtone.
Had to go pick my niece's Hyundai up from the dealership, carry it over to the Goodyear store to get it rotated and balanced.
You don't do it at the dealership?
No, she's already put tires on it. That was part of her tire purchase. Free rotate and balance for the life of the tire.
Huh.
And to be honest with you, I've seen them boys over at the dealership. I don't know if I'd let them change the windshield wiper blades on my lawnmower.
Yeah, some of the car dealerships are unfortunately that bad.
It's scary.
Okay.
Man, I know I was a
They're supposed to be the better mechanics, you know, because they learn specific things about specific makes. But anymore,
Yeah.
I don't mean shit.
I mean, I was a beginner once myself, but them guys scared me. When you ask them a question,
My favorite ones are the ones that think that they can sell you all kinds of bullshit because you're a woman. And then you start talking car and their jaws hit the floor.
that's when I worked at Thornton Mazda. Our best service advisor up there was a female. She was actually the daughter of the dealership owner,
Mm-hmm.
old Pam. That old girl could sell ice cubes to an Eskimo.
Good car salesperson.
She could hustle. You'd write a ticket up, but she could run it. She'd get the customer talked into it.
Oh.
She wrote one up for a Mazda Miata one time. All it said on the ticket, runs rough. I go out there, I get in it, the seat's soaking wet. Of course, it's convertible. You know, top's left down, it happens, right? I fire it up. That thing run like a three-legged dog.
Hold on a second. Bullshit. Jonathan, get rid of this kid. That's not magic. That does not happen spontaneously. He's messing with shit on purpose. Ditch him.
Did he, maybe he misclicked something. I think that's what it's judging from the chat. He's saying he didn't put anyone on timeout. He was checking their channel. I guess he accidentally pressed the
Somebody put Steven in timeout.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. It was my mom letting me know she got out of her doctor's appointment. Okay. And everything's okay.
So, that good.
Right? I don't know if y'all could hear it ring. If you could, I'm sorry. It's probably really loud.
Yeah, we heard the ringtone. It's kind of cool.
Thanks. Power Rangers.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it sounded familiar.
It's the flute for the Green Ranger.
Yeah, it just sounded a little weird because it's coming over the speaker.
Yeah, that's the ringtone because it's so loud, and then the messenger is like when you flip open the communicator on Star Trek, the original series.
Yeah. The original flip phone.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure it was an accident, I guess, Steven.
Uh-oh. You gonna get it?
Hey, Pappy.
It's Snappy Pappy in the house.
I love that dog.
Happy Pappy. How you doing, brother?
Stop clicking stuff. It doesn't magically happen. Keep
Magically
your cursor in the text box.
Sometimes
I don't know what that is. Ooh.
fat thumbs. I sit here like trying to exit search layout for somebody, and I'll accidentally press the mute button that I was aiming for, and then it looks like I was pressing exit. So it happens. Yes. Planacon.
What are you taking with you, Pepe?
My left hand's fine, but in the shaking. Ugh.
Are you leaning on your elbow, Jonathan? You could be pinching the nerve.
Made me move mine.
If you're leaning on the edge of the table, you're probably pinching the nerve.
The battery going low on the tablet.
Anything else, Pepe?
You sec.
32, yeah. Knock yourself out, Gary. I doubt that you'll be able to do anything about it, but Jonathan can.
What?
You'll be an immature little twat and you stop clicking every damn thing. My 7-year-old grandson acts better.
Body is looking up. That's not lining up for it.
Yeah, if I couldn't do 2 shows in a month anyway. That's too much money in one go. Just going to mine on the 24th is plenty. Hell, I don't even have to be there to go broke. I can just watch somebody's video and shop from the video.
I gotta go see what this going on.
Tim's last video of our show, I shot from the video. I used his video and the vendor map and found the people and called them up, and I got 4 out of the 6 kits I wanted. The other 2 were sold. Gonna be cutting it close on the open wheel, Peppy.
Nah. It ain't show day yet.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
the glue's got to be
almost
dry
Sunday,
so he can. The glue's got to be dry enough that he can pack it up.
Shit, I've even known guys with real cars were still putting them together when they got to the show or the track.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing.
I heard a story about the Ram Chargers was flat towing the Ram Charger super stock car from Detroit to Indy with a guy inside the car still putting it together. They didn't even put the windows in it yet. They did that when they got to the track.
Hey, Fafa.
What do I need to do?
Is my little buddy Foo in the house?
He is.
Yes,
Hey,
Fafa's in the chat.
yeah, there's been plenty of race car built on the road like that. That's commonplace story. They get too busy celebrating and they forget they got work to do. Yeah, it's getting to be about that time. I've been seeing random cars every couple of days. I see another car rolling out. Everybody's getting their stuff out of storage for the season.
Yeah, I was over at the print shop picking up those tags, and I heard something across the street sounding pretty rowdy.
Yeah, I've seen a handful of Tri-5s, a couple of Camaros. a Roadrunner, a Roadster, and a couple old pickup trucks just in the last couple days.
I'm sure. Well, this guy, like I said, he was over playing with his little Camaro. It's fourth gen.
Yeah.
I imagine around here, everybody's got their toys still put up because it stormed pretty bad this morning, and it's supposed to be doing a U-turn this evening.
Yeah, well, most of the people that I know that have cars actually have a garage they can store it in at home. They just put it up for the winter because, it's not going to be driven. So.
All right. I don't know what the
My
dog
neighbor
was
around
on.
the corner, his lives out in the driveway with a tarp on it all year. I don't know if it even runs anymore. Over there and see if it does. Ask him if he wants to get rid of it because I know I can turn it into twice what he'd want to sell it for.
I can't say nothing. I'm still sitting here and ain't running.
The guy he bought his car off of, so I can get all of the documents on it, all the work that's been done to it, if he doesn't have the paperwork.
Tammy from Rats Live is on here. Wild Butterfly Tie Dye.
Hey, Jason.
Oh yeah, hey Tam.
Hey, Tammy.
Yeah, he's extremely annoying, and he needs to calm the hell down.
He's a UK kid.
Hey, Jason.
He needs to go spend some time outside in the fresh air. I don't care if it's raining.
I like the rain.
I don't mind rain. I just don't care for torrential downpours, which is kind of what we're getting right about now in Houston.
That's what we got this morning.
Yeah, by this time tomorrow, you won't even know it rained.
Actually, from what I understand, we're supposed to be in for weather like this all weekend. It's supposed to clear up.
I haven't looked at the radar. I don't know how far that nor'easter flipped over. If they're telling you you're going to have it all weekend, it probably flipped over pretty hard then.
Y'all can keep those nor'easters. I don't like
we share the love, man. We flip them over, send them back, and they turn into something else by the time they get to you.
No, we don't like.
It's kind of like cracking a whip and see what rolls off the other end,
We get enough rough weather in the form of hurricanes. We don't need no nor'easters down here. Y'all keep that shit up there.
Like how you said hurricanes and the hurricane.
That's right, the hurricanes.
There's a town.
Just like the two states in between Virginia and Georgia are North Kakalaki and South Kakalaki.
No, it's Carolina. North and South Carolina.
Boy.
Hey, Angry. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Angry.
Yeah, that's a good storm, Tammy.
There's a town here in the county that I live in, here in West Virginia. It's called Hurricane.
Oh, yeah?
It's a hurricane that's pronounced hurricane.
Yeah. That's like when I was in the Navy and where I was stationed at, where my ship was home stationed there in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia, you could always tell when you were in that area and you were talking to somebody who was a local versus somebody who wasn't a local. Because Hampton Roads is like 5 or 7 different cities that are literally so close together that it's a sign that says now leaving, now entering, all on the same sign. And if you're in that area and you hear somebody say Newport News, Norfolk, Suffolk, Portsmouth, you're not dealing with a local. That's Newport News, Norfolk, Suffolk, and Portsmouth.
Because screw the vowels, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I've read on that town name here, West Virginia. That's called a hurricane. That I was just telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
It got named like that because I guess a hurricane force wind came through the area, and it was like, no, would have named it her.
All right, gaming channel. Check yourself. Your level of maturity needs to be adjusted. Stop clicking, stop sassing and back talking like a toddler, and just speak to people. And Pappy doesn't have a wrench, Jonathan.
Mm.
And
I
gaming
tried.
channel
I ain't
shouldn't
got a
have
wrench
one.
either.
We fixed that.
Don't feel bad, Snappy Pappy. I don't have a wrench
Yellow.
either.
What's going on?
Let's see.
Say, JJ, Marcy's one of our more respected members in here. Just saying.
About to check himself or wreck himself. I don't even need to know what he's saying.
Just kind of want to give you a little bit of a heads up there, JJ. Miss Marcy is one of our more respected members, and we look after her. We take care of her as well as pretty much everybody else. And
Not that she needs it.
yeah, not that she needs it. She's perfectly capable of taking care of herself and looking after herself, as is
Said I'll
everybody else.
stand on his tail and I'll pluck his top feathers off from here.
But just to let you know, brother, you're treading on thin ice, man.
What's going on? Just out of curiosity.
Hey, Boston.
Much more effective. And now he can go log in on his
Hey,
other
Boston.
channel and come back and cry, and I'll do it again.
I must be missing something good.
Just a kid being a kid, like I said. My youngest grandchild behaves better. No, you're not blue, Ed.
No, apparently not.
You are now.
I just said he needed to settle down a bit. He new kid on the block to this group.
You should be now.
He got all pissy, so it's like fuck off.
Oh,
As my dad would say, he can get glad in the same britches he got mad in.
right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know how many times I was told that as a kid?
The last kid that back talked me like that got a leather strap across their ass about 16 times. And that's only because my shoulder hurt.
Hey, East Coast, how you doing, brother?
First is when the group build ends. This goes for everybody. If you cannot finish by the end date, that is fine. I understand because things happen, all that, or don't have time to work on it. Understandable. So, just whenever you finish it, you finish it. Now.
Jeez, I've got like 2 race cars, and I don't think either one of them are dragsters if you don't count all my trikes. I think they're funny cars.
Yeah, June 1st. June 1st, Angry. June 1st.
Oh, June the 1st on that one? Hell, I might actually build something for that almost.
On my dragster group, but basically anything that's dragster. Pro mod.
I don't think I've got any rails.
No, it doesn't have to be a rail, Marcy. It can be a funny car. It can be a pro mod. It can be a pro street, pro stock.
Altered wheelbase.
Anything that's floating and tight for going down the
Did she just say shut up, you?
I said shut up, basically, before I kicked your ass. I got a couple of funny cars. I got Shirley Muldowney car too, I think. Yeah, I do. I don't know. I got so much.
I've only got 30 rails. I don't know.
You just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and pick one with your eyes closed. That way,
Wish me luck. That's my first time trying this milliput stuff.
Okay, well,
And it could even be
make sure you let it dry real good.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
try to sand it until it's
You
good
got
and
this,
cured.
Dart.
Yeah, make sure you let it dry at the very least, probably depending on how thick that is, maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
Set it
Well,
on the shelf and forget about it.
All right, Angry. You have a good
I
night.
figure if it goes bad, I have a step side bed I can change too.
Right.
So
But just let it dry for a day or two. It's got to feel like room temperature to the touch. If it still feels cool, it's still wet,
yeah,
and it will shrink back some. So you may have to add a little more and give it a little more time.
okay.
That why that
Work it,
bucket
work
right
it,
here.
and sand it. Work it and sand it once it's dry, and see how it looks, and put it more if you need it. But I'm not a real fan of milliput. I mean, milliput's okay if it's all you can get your hands on. It's a real stinker because it does shrink back depending a lot on your environment more than anything.
Yeah.
I use the Vallejo plastic putty on my figures and on my vehicles. Oh, what's this shit called? Oh, I just dropped it. That's what it's called.
Damn, that smells good. But Dart, that's what I use right there.
Perfect plastic putty, but it's made by Deluxe. Couldn't think of the name of it.
Well,
That container right there with the hardener is about $17.
It'll last you for ages.
I usually use the sprue goo method, but this was a big hole I needed to fill.
Yeah.
We've got too many variances in plastic these days. That's sprue glue.
Yeah.
You literally have to make sprue goo for every kit because
Yeah.
you don't know what the combination is. And you definitely don't want to mix like Gundam plastic into your car model plastic, two completely different animals.
Yeah.
You don't want to mix any Bandai plastic in with like Revell plastic or Academy or Mini Art. You don't. When you're making your welding compound or your filler, you do not want to cross brand anywhere.
Yeah. The only brand crossing that I've found that works even just a little bit when I made my jar of sprue glue. This is with evergreen sheet styrene.
Yeah.
I was working on something and I had a whole bunch of shavings and chunks of evergreen left over from it. And I just took all that and just started dumping it in there, stirring it up, letting it sit for a little while, opening it up, looking at the consistency. Not quite thick enough. Let me put a little more in. And that's worked fairly well on just about everything that I've used it for. So, but you're entirely right. You generally don't want to mix Revell plastic with NPC or.
Yeah, you don't even want to mix like old Revell plastic with new Revell plastic.
Very true. Hey, Joe, how are you, brother?
I picked these up today. Had these done. So.
Hey, Mike.
Joe, Jason, whoever I missed. Hey.
Hey, it's
Mini
a
Mike. Mini Mike.
Why ain't he showing up worth a toot?
No, you got glare, dude.
Yeah, maybe
it's that overhead lamp.
It.
There you go. That should be better.
Maybe try putting your hand behind it like that.
Yeah, get a hand behind it or a card or something. I know what it is, but can't really see it. Hobby Barn vanity plates.
Nice. I like that, Don. That is
up
awesome. I like that.
Hey, so have you got my email address?
I do not, sir. But I can do anything communicating wise you want to do on Messenger.
I'll send you a message with it right now.
After the stream, though, because you're on my phone.
If you've got the scan of that, Don, and you want to share that, that would be appreciated.
I will get with Miss Sherry at the print shop Monday for that.
Because I can print my own. I just got brand new ink and all my paper and everything today. Got up this morning, there was a big old box on my porch. It's like, ooh, it's my HP delivery. I belong to their get it whenever you need it thing. You pay so
Oh,
much a
the
month.
Insta ink.
Yeah, I get my ink and my paper and all that all in one go, and I'm good for like ages. 'Cause I don't really print a lot of stuff. Lately, it's just been like a lot of medical forms and paperwork for dad, stuff like that. But when
I
I want to
remember.
print something, I always have materials to do so. But I got some. I got my shipping labels. I'm gonna do my own shipping labels. And I gotta get some
Question.
decal paper and some spray because I want to make some. See if I can make some of my own decals. I haven't done it in a long time. Don't know if I remember how, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's my buddy Sammy, the guy that owns this printer. He's I sent him some artwork um, to do some 1320 video decals for the windows and stuff like that.
Hmm.
He'll fire his printer up and try it, then do it again.
Yeah, I gotta see if I can find some of the clear decal film and the
That's
spray.
like his induction solutions decal on the side of this hood scoop. He printed those for me,
Hmm.
and some
Dark,
others.
did you check
He's
Messenger?
done several for me.
Britta
I
wants to
can't.
Huh?
know. Britta wants to know if you checked your Messenger, Dark.
Not while I'm on the phone. I cannot know. Which I'm on
Well,
the phone now.
I sent you a couple messages. Just check them out later. No rush on that, Dark.
All right.
I got a couple of things that they're insignificant dollar wise. I want to send you
Okay. I appreciate it.
my shop cards, stuff like that.
Yeah, I decided what I'm going to build for seniors
Oh
because
yeah,
he liked the supernatural kind of thing. I'm good. Looks good there, Jonathan.
Oh,
Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, progress. All right.
that's looking real good, young man.
Thank you.
that's it.
I'm
That's good.
very, very proud of the progress you've been making in your skills as a builder, brother.
Thank you. It's got to put the front body piece on. Let's see. What else I got to do?
Let's see.
More,
You're pretty close to done.
some more suspension stuff because there's like two things I got to put on the sides. Got to put on. I think a tie rod or something that connects
Yeah,
it
you
from
got the steering link to put on the hairpins.
here to here.
Yeah, it's the steering link.
Together and on, motor in, parachute on, put a fuel line on, put a little small windshield, and then decals. Hey, Leon.
Hey,
Yeah.
Leon.
What the
Just
hell's
hit me.
going
I
on?
hope Milliput isn't toxic because I've been sitting here playing with it for like 40 minutes.
Well, it kind of is, so don't. You should treat all your hobby stuff as toxic. That way you don't have to worry about it.
Then I'll be back.
It's not silly putty. Put it back in the container or throw
I
it away and get your silly putty. Go wash your hands.
What the hell?
Oh. Hey, Leon, how you doing, brother?
I won't be on here much longer. A buddy of mine called a little while ago. I'm gonna meet him at top of the river for supper.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Some good old fried catfish and hush puppies.
Say
And
catfish for dinner tonight.
What were we talking
what?
about?
Haven't had catfish in a minute. That sounds really good.
This place, it ain't cheap. Man, the food is good.
Oh, well, I was talking about what I was going to build for seniors. He liked the Supernatural, so I'm going to build a Christine Gasser type car.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
And I know how much someone hates it, but I'm going to say it may end up turning into an altar. May.
Ain't nothing wrong building an altered wheelbase car. It's a
Right.
match racer.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, but not every damn car.
Hey, Mark. How are you, brother?
Hey,
Hey, Mark.
hey, not a gasser. Not altered either.
Last caster I've done was a 65 El Camino.
Well, I mean, technically, with what I'm doing with this here Silverado that I'm working on, the way I'm bashing it together, I'm technically doing an altered wheelbase, stretching the shit out of that chassis just to
You're
put
going the opposite way.
the axle where I want it.
Yeah, that's one thing I've not built an altered wheelbase.
It's not as hard as you would initially think it is, because I was like, I can never do this until I did it. There was trial and error, yeah. But
And
just don't expect the first one to turn out perfect, because it's not. It's not going to.
And
Out of
honestly, I think shortening a wheelbase for like an altered wheelbase type funny car dragster, I think that's easier than stretching a wheelbase.
Yes.
I don't know. I ain't tried it yet. Ain't found the right build.
Yeah.
all right.
Well, the whole reason behind the altered wheelbase cars is NHRA said they couldn't move the engine. Had
So
to
they
have
move the rest of the car.
Yeah.
So they moved. First, they just started by moving the rear wheels forward. Then hey, let's move the front wheels forward.
Can't move the engine? That's fine. Move the rest of the car.
Right. Around the engine. It works.
And see, the funny car was actually, well, that was the altered wheelbase car was the beginning of funny car class.
Yeah.
They were more match racing than class racing. Those guys, through the 70s will go out and race 3, 4, 5 nights a week. And if an NHRA event was kind of in their tour schedule, they'd stop off and, hit it. But they made their money match racing.
Yeah.
That's like Jungle Jim Lieberman. He did not hit that many NHRA
God,
events.
that's like my favorite car ever. And I've got the big one.
Jungle Jim was more of a match racer. He was, he got paid show money, and then there was a bonus if he won the best of the 2 out of 3 hits. Or
he made
3 out of 5.
20 money just driving fast.
Yep.
Yeah, I got was it a 124th or a 125th with the green elephant, and then I got the big one.
That's why there were so many funny cars through the 70s, is those guys could go out and make a living doing that.
Yeah. Well, they go out and make a living doing it now too, but
nah, tracks can't afford to pay. I mean, you're talking about $1 million operation to run one car.
Yeah.
These little tracks, these little mom and pop tracks can't afford to pay what it would take to get them to come in to do a best 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
You get some smaller, less known and shoestring budget cars, but
Be right back.
We'll be left front.
But pro mods, the pro mods kind of took over that deal.
Yeah.
Before that became a really strong class,
Mm-hmm.
they got paid to show up, and that's where they started as match racers.
Yeah.
Now, our little track back when Green Valley was still open over on the east side of town, they'd have a couple of funny cars come in for their 4th of July race. But they were, the guys, it was junk equipment. They could kind of make it work, but they come in, do smoky burnouts, and everybody's oohing and on, but the cars weren't fast. But they only had to run an eighth of a mile too.
Hey, Pat.
Happy pappy.
Don, you had me at top of the river.
Yeah, I'll be there in about an hour.
God, dude, killing me.
About
You go-
time.
Which one you going to? Anniston or?
Gadsden.
Oh, one in Gaston. That's right. That's the one by the river. Yeah,
Yeah, it's on the river.
that's on the river.
Yep.
Oh my God, man, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. That place is so good. God Almighty.
Someone needs to send him them carrot donuts.
Watch
Carrot
out
cake
for.
donuts.
Watch out, baloney.
Hey, I'm just saying, it'd be the best thing you ever eat. I
You ain't
guarantee
kidding.
it.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding.
I run onto a thing. They making carrot cake donuts.
Carrot.
Oh man,
That actually sounds
I think-
pretty good.
it is.
I sent
I
it to
bet.
Dawn. I thought.
Dadgummit. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get in a hurry. Don, you know what happens when I get in a hurry, too.
He rubs a decal
I'll rub a damn decal right off. Papa Z has already texted me. How's open wheel mod coming? Good. You ain't rubbed a decal off yet? No, I haven't. That's it. But night before a damn show, guess what? I'll probably rub a damn decal off.
Yeah, a buddy of mine's coming up from South Alabama. He's on the road taking some kind of Chevrolet truck up to Tennessee. He said, hell, he just swing through Gadsden, grab some dinner, holler at me, buy some parts. So I'm going to sell some goodies and get dinner.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
What's up, Chuck?
There's old Chuck.
Chuck Norris.
Ask Chuck about them before show mistakes.
Oh, shoot,
Anytime
man.
rubbing the decal off.
Me and Chuck's pros at that.
Chuck
Joe
warmed
Bar
up-
Joe Barbota, he's just chomping at the bit for me to turn this thing over, I can tell, but that's about all I can show right there.
Ain't got the roof skins on yet.
Shit, no. I ain't even got the window net in yet. I ain't got the window net. I ain't got the Nerf bars. I've got all the Nerf bars. Oh my God. I ain't got no windows in, so give it time. It's still early. I can still screw it up.
Oh, of course.
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah.
I got a question. Who is that? The gaming channel? Is that some friend of yours or whatever? But I put him in Never Neverland.
He said that he discovered me through one of my YouTube shorts, and then I guess he described. He says I am his favorite YouTuber. So he's in the UK. So
Okay. He
And
was a
you-
little.
well,
He was starting to be like Jock Itch, a little irritating.
Just in a little bit.
I got Marcy's bestest pal. Okay?
Man. Hey, Dart, I have seen more people post fried bologna, egg, cheese sandwiches this week.
Look what y'all done got started.
Yeah, I forgot who did. I know Brian. I think Brian. Yeah, Brian sent me a picture of one. Speaking of Brian, we're all getting together in the morning. We're gonna tear up a Waffle House before the show. So
Y'all brave. Go eat Waffle House before the show?
yeah,
Oh, cat, dang. Just
I
told
told-
yourself.
I told Vicky where we was going to eat breakfast at. She said, "Are you talking about that one right there at Highway 41 where Life Chiropractic College Road comes out?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Man, that place is terrible." I said, "What, food? No, people." I said, "Well, I'll be in there with three of my buddies, so I don't think I don't. I'm in there with a trucker, a logger, and me."
He said, I got backup.
Yeah, I think y'all be all right.
We'll be all right. Between three of us, let's see. I know I'm 250. Pork chops 310. Brian's about 250. I think we outweigh him.
Yeah, pork chop's the shortest one. He ain't that damn short.
Mm-hmm. That's all right.
So, Pappy, what are you going to build for a seniors tribute build?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Me, Jonathan?
Yeah.
You know what it.
In the
You
group,
watch the video.
You didn't watch. Yeah, you didn't watch the video. I revealed it, but I'm gonna do a startup video on it. Actually, I might as well. I mean, Jonathan's took over my reign of Friday Night Hangout, so I guess I can tell everybody here tonight. Of course, it's going to be a '67 Chevelle Pro Street, but a while back, and I'm gonna need Fat Man's help on this, which he already knows. I'm getting some parts from him. So, but really, I was thinking about it this morning, and I'm thinking about using that kit, using everything up under it, but turning it into a Pro Street gasser. And you know what I need, Don?
Yeah, I know a guy.
I know a guy too. Matter of fact, he's going to the top of the river tonight too. God almighty. Woo. Mm. That's all you can eat too, man. That's mine and Dart's three favorite words. All you can eat. That's 4 words, ain't it? Yeah.
Dart probably like me and my former brother-in-law at the Chinese buffet. Little guy comes in. It say all you eat, not eat all day.
I can't do that shit no more. I gotta lose weight.
Yeah, I can't either. God mighty. I come in yesterday evening because it was real pretty. I was like, shoot, man, I'm going to cut grass. I'm going to cut the front yard especially. Well, I tell you what, I'm 61, fixing to be 61 years old. I don't cut grass like I used to.
That's something I'm kind of concerned about. I was up on the roof yesterday. Yeah, it didn't go so well.
I come in, Vicky was like, how many, she didn't say how many breaks, but I told her, I said, I took about 3 or 4 breaks. She's like, dang.
I don't take this as me being bougie or anything, but I have a yard guy. I don't cut the grass no more.
I got a yard guy too. His name's Pappy.
No, I can't. I'll be out there having a heart attack or something. Hey, he don't. I mean, he don't charge me like normal prices because he's a friend.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
If he did, I couldn't afford it.
Yeah. Well, I used to be a landscaper. I had my own landscaping business for a while, and then a divorce kind of sucks that out of you too. So I got rid of I sold half of my business, and then we just finally it kind of tanked, and then but I still like to have a pretty yard, but I'm gonna until they. And I push all mine too. I got rid of all my heavy equipment, but it might be a good excuse to go buy another riding lawnmower.
That's it.
I got an extra one down here for you.
Okay, I'll come get it.
That's Dad. It took me about 12 years to convince him he needed a zero turn. So year before last, he went and bought a used Husqvarna and fell in love with it immediately, like I thought he would. Well, it started acting up, and getting parts was getting difficult. Next thing I know, he's coming back with the trailer behind his truck and a brand new John Deere 54-inch deck.
Ooh.
They say it works pretty good. I've only used it like part of almost twice.
I had one John Deere, and it was a stand-up, and it ran great. And I had a buddy of mine come by the house one day, and he was like, "Hey, what are you gonna do with that old John Deere?" I said, "I use it." And I said, "Actually, I was waiting on a set of spindles, blade spindles for it, because the bearings had wore out." And he said, "I said, well, I've got them right over there." I said, "I just need to put them in." And he was like, "Well, I'll put them in for you." I said, "Well, I can put them in myself. It's just a matter of, me getting over there and doing it." And anyhow, he come over. He said, I give you $500 for this thing, because it was give to me. I did a job for a guy one time. He give it to me, and I went through it, put a new motor on it, put new spindles on it. I had it so long that I wore the spindles out on it. So, and there wasn't nothing wrong with the deck. Had a sulky behind it, and he said, "I give you $500 for it." I thought, well, shit, no, hell, I got that much in the motor, but at the time I was like, okay, which I had plenty of mowers. That was just kind of a backup mower. But I had Gravely and Exmark on mine, on my crews. I loved them. If I had it all to do over again, I'd buy I'd probably buy a Gravely. The only thing about a Gravely, it's set up high. I didn't really like it too much. I like them those Exmarks that sits low.
As I've had people, well, how you like that John Deere? I said, I don't have a clue. What do you mean? I said, that's Dad's toy. I just get the white tee. I get the push mower. I get the weed eater and the push mower.
I remember.
The trail work, and he comes in and mops up.
Yeah, I remember when I first started my business. I bought a Exmark stand up with a sulky, and then my business kept getting bigger and bigger. Finally, I had to expand. I had to buy another trailer, so I bought that Gravely zero turn, and my son was like, "Well, I thought you was gonna buy a stand up." He said, "All you bought was a $10,000 cup holder." Which you know which one he went to? He went right to that. He went right to the Exmark. I said, "For that remark, you get that Exmark off and you get to work." He learned quick. Shut that pie hole. You don't piss off the boss, especially when he's your daddy.
Now, I'm telling you, I worked for mine on and off for 25 years.
Let's see.
We get mad at each other. I quit or get fired, and we'd kiss and make up. I'd go back to work for him long enough to. We both get pissed off, and I quit or get fired.
That was me and him. That was me and him. How?
Yeah,
I do that?
I don't think I'd be able to work for or even with family.
Well, it's funny you said that, Ed. That it didn't work out. I mean, even with even though when he worked for me, it was, he thought the way I looked at it, he who puts in the most money is the boss.
Mm-hmm.
And I was it, and he thought he was the boss. So
Can't have two chiefs.
all right, what am I fixing to do besides screw up? I'm fixing to grab me a piece of paper like
I
that.
just had to ask myself that before I got what I want already.
Personally, I love my family to death, but there's enough difference between myself and the rest of the family that,
Oh shit!
I don't think it'd work out too well if I tried to work either for or with family. All right, Phil. You have a good night, sir.
I don't talk enough to my family to work for nobody.
Just like I'm not capable of working with a significant other, It's difficult for people in general to keep their personal lives separate from their work lives, especially when their personal lives and their work lives are commingled because they're either working for or with family or significant other. Just don't really work out too well.
No. it had when I was running my business, I had five trailers, and we were pretty busy. Anyhow, one of my employment roster included my son, my brother, which me and my brother we always work well together.
Mm.
But we was also hiring a lot of my son's friends, which they did not have the work ethic that I had, and I had to get rid of a bunch of them because of that. I paid cash on the barrelhead. That way, Uncle Sam didn't know what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So when it came Friday, and it got, if you wasn't cutting the mustard, you wasn't. You got paid, and it was sayonara. See ya.
You weren't invited to come back next week to do more work.
No, not even close to it. Don, I don't think his car is going to make it to the show tomorrow. I hate it. When I got it flipped upside down, got a small D-walk clamp on the very back of it. Yeah, I'm fixing to go over here and sign all my paperwork for in the morning and call this an evening. And I ain't.
Welcome back, Miss Marcy.
Over here dying, hey?
And I ain't polished no decals off, so go for it.
Well, I prefer if you didn't die. I'm just gonna.
He hasn't polished up any decals. Well, he's doing all right then.
Oh man, I'm tired. Don, did you get a lot of rain this morning?
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
God.
That's
He's got lakefront property.
I needed a pontoon boat to get from the back door of the house to the shop.
And it rained. It didn't. I was at work. I looked out there. We had one of the doors open in the shop. I looked out there. You could even see the other side of the runway. I was like, oh my God. And it was just pouring down. I just watched it walk right across the runway, and it hit out there on the tarmac. And I mean, it rained hard for a solid hour. Rained like a cow pissing on a flat rock.
Sound like two. Never mind, can't say that.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can. Ain't nothing no more off color than what I just said.
Oh, there's plenty.
Papa Z.
What's up, Papa Z?
What's happening,
No.
Papa Z?
No decals were harmed in the building of this motherfucker.
Not yet, anyway.
Well, hey,
Finished.
well, Rick, it ain't done yet, and it's laying upside down. So, give me a.
Give him time, Papa Z. He just might get around to polishing off a decal somewhere.
That clamp, before I even put it on there, I put a piece of cellophane paper in between of it, and I was like, nah, I ain't screwing this thing up.
Working on it too long to break it now.
I'll tell you what, it's a fun kit. I mean, I love it, but God Almighty, everything is so precise on this thing. Yeah, you may have spoke too soon, Rick. If it don't make it today, it'll definitely be at Anniston when we come over there. Oh, back to Jonathan. I'm sorry, Jonathan. I got talking about something else. Got off talking about zero turns and all that crap. But I'm gonna do a '67 Chevelle Pro Street. It's gonna have the big meats up under it. I'm gonna try to raise it up in the back a little bit, kind of like some of the gassers that I like building. But I'm gonna definitely get a gasser front end from Don, and we're gonna raise that thing up in the back. Tim Brown at Throttle Power sent me some pictures of an old '67 Chevelle done like that, and anyhow, I have been itching. I've been itching to do one like that. So, what, Mars?
Is it the one from his video? I thought I saw one of his
Yeah. I think it's a blue one that he sent me pictures of. But of course, this is not going to be blue. It'll be black. Senior requested to me paint it black. That was his favorite color too. But I'm gonna get some of the decals from STS, and I'm gonna do the back quarter. Put the kiss my ass in the back quarter, and I'd like to get some of those other, but I don't know. They might be a 69. I think Brian's gonna do a 69. I'd love to do Terry's old drag car.
Well, that's something I've been kind of thinking of. Just I'm gonna dedicate. Well, it's, you know me. I build maybe 3 cars a year because I'll start with 60. Of course, I was waiting to hear what you were going to do with the 67 Chevelle deal.
Well, that's my idea.
So what I'm thinking, because I got a few of them 67s that I managed to snatch a few before you got them all.
Same here.
He's not going to have them all. I got 14 of them. He ain't getting his hands on.
But I'm thinking
God.
about using this idea. This is a slot car. But doing something like this.
Oh my
Pretty
God!
much
Yes.
copying this body idea, but putting, of course, model car chassis and everything underneath it. Well, she's seen the vanity tags I got. I'll put them on the front for sure.
Yeah, bring me some of those too, please.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah.
And,
You're already on the list. You and Brian and a few others.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind having a set. If you need to charge me for them, let me know how much.
Let me get with you on that, say tomorrow.
Okay.
What's up, Dwayne?
I got quite a few, so I don't see what's going to be a problem.
Hey, Dwayne.
Yeah, you can just email me the scan, John. I'll just print my own.
I got a bunch of irons in the fire, and I got to get this stuff lined out.
I hear you, Don. I hear you.
That printer's been a blessing and a curse at the same time.
I told you it would be. Once you learned how to use it, I told you.
Yeah.
Pappy, you remember how when you first learned out how that little tool worked?
Yep.
Same thing with a printer.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I reckon.
Tried to use it everywhere and anywhere.
And then when people find out you got it and know how to use it, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you do the other for me?
That tool.
The other issue with having a printer is I got on cold.
No.
I got carried away buying files too.
Bullshit! That little tool had a brain of its own.
Hell yeah, that damn thing, it had radar.
That motherfucker's what cost me a lot of money.
Good radar.
That thing, yeah.
It didn't have gator.
Yeah. That thing just like on a sub.
Well,
wow.
Yeah, I was in the Navy, but I never was bubblehead. I was always surface ship squid.
Oh, hush! You're on my chair. I don't want to hear it. I moved him. He said, "Row, row." He's literally sitting on my back between me and the chair, so I can't sit back. And then I move in my chair, and you're going to meow at me. I don't think so. You are privileged to sit there.
Human. Get out of my chair, human.
It's kind of the way this is going.
I just get up, put them on the floor, and sit back down and let them be mad about it.
I'm okay with it there. He just quit bitching. I could have just squashed your ass. I am 400 pounds of fat ass. You know that, right?
Marcy, what kind of candle you talking about I need to put in here?
Oh, not a candle, an actual plant. Citronella plant. Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't need a whole lot of light. It needs some, little cross breeze now and again. You don't want to have a stale room, you know. But it'll help keep the bugs down.
Well, I was killing mosquitoes till 3 a.m. Sucked them up with a vacuum cleaner early this afternoon. I bet there was 70.
Yeah, and you can get yourself. They make a bug zapper that goes in an outlet. It looks like a little nightlight.
Oh no, I'll hang one of them big ones from the ceiling because that's entertainment in Alabama.
Unless you get one that looks like a tennis racket and it's a bug zapper.
Those are
And you
cheap.
swat them. Then when you get, well, back in the day when I used to drink, we'd sit and wait till somebody passed out and we'd touch them with it.
Now I
Yeah.
can recall
They weren't
sitting on
sleeping
the
for long,
porch,
was they?
No.
having a few adult beverages and taking bets on the bug zapper. So
Man, we had fun.
that bunch would sit there and bet on who's gonna have a drop of sweat fall off their nose first.
Had enough.
Let me see if Mr. Inman. Ah, yes, he has. Hey, Fred, no and no. Tell you what. Well, shit, I don't think. Let me see. Joe Barbado, get you a pencil right quick. Matthew said that he hasn't got it for some reason. Hold on. Let me get back to. Because he can't see the side chat in the, but I'm going to spell it out for you. Let me know when you're ready. We'll give you my email address and you can email me your address. I'm going to wait on him. I'm going to turn my radar on too. Doo! Run, Vicky, run. Shut up, Mark. Shut up, Mark. Oh, boy.
My radar broke. I'm so grateful.
Shit, mine's in full effect right now. Let's see. Would I rather use my radar on Saturday mornings or I'd rather go to model show?
If you get up early enough, you can do both.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I'd be better off sandpapering a wildcat in a phone booth. No. No, not no, but hell no. Go to model show.
You always try the rodeo number.
No, I did that one time.
Saddle up and say, damn, your sister was a little better. And see, you
Yeah.
hang on for 8 seconds.
Yeah. Or call her another name. Naked laser tag. Oh God, come on, Boston Bud.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, it could.
Right. Especially if somebody were to take the laser tag pistols and tweak them a little bit, up the power on them a little.
Oh, you seen the look on my attorney when I was
Just
doing
get
my
fucking
will.
tasers and get it over with.
When I sat in my attorney's office and was doing my will, she refused to put in what I originally wanted to do. That everybody at my memorial service would be handed a taser, and the last one standing got all my shit.
I'd win.
Oh God Almighty! All right, Joe Barbado, you ready? It's Pappy's Hot Rods at gmail.com, and I'm gonna spell it for you. It's PAPPISHOTRODS at gmail.com. What's up, Ted?
You down there had me singing the Mississippi song.
Yeah, it was almost. I would put it in the chat, but it don't let us do that no more. So
I got in trouble at school for spelling Mississippi that way one time. I got sent to the office for acting smart.
Hey, Richard
that's
Thomas.
Great. Hey, Richard.
Richard.
I will be right back. That is the magical sound of my dinner being done.
All right, we'll be left front.
I
Jeff, don't you start talking about that damn picture.
I I got a good friend of mine works. He works well. He don't anymore. He's retired, but he's retired Cobb County. He's retired Cobb County policeman. When tasers first come out, you know, if you've ever been hit with a taser, you understand about the barbs. Well, one night they had to tase this old boy, and them barbs, you know, they hit whatever's available. They gonna hit the body mass. Well, one of them hit the old boy right in the old schlong. Yeah.
Oh,
And he rode the lightning down, boy. I mean, went down with it. Well, guess what? They got to take that out of the schlong too when they get, once they arrest him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying Al, about. I've had them things pulled out of my chest.
Yeah, it hurts. Now think about that in the old sausage.
yeah, no,
'cause
thank
that's an
you.
extremely tender
Yeah.
area. You making my butthole pucker up.
Yeah, mine too. When he told me about it, I was just like, ooh, because I've, we had, man.
Oh yeah, Fred. You know how you got the pasty shop
Yeah.
card?
Yeah.
Andrew done pulled one on me. I'm having to be really nice now.
Yeah, you gonna have to suck up now, ain't you?
Uh-huh.
It was definitely a shocking experience, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I will tell you. Now I think old boy turned the amperage up on mine and on me, and I can't blame him. Anywho, buddy, I went as stiff as a damn 4x4, pissed myself, hit the ground, put a knot on my head. I'm laying there and I'll start to kind of, come to. He says,
Fafa, I ain't even opening that one you just sent me. I just got a glimpse of it. All right.
Jeff, you're
Okay, Joe, here we go. One more time. It's Pappy's, Pappis, then HOT, hot rods, and it's plural, RODS, at gmail.com.
I'm gonna put this on record. Jeff Fafa is in deep shit right
Yeah, I'm. Hold on. I swear to God, God, please strike me blind here in a few minutes. I mean, just temporarily. Oh,
If that
Lord.
don't scare you, you a badass.
Well, I am. I already know that, but oh my God, really, Don? How did your? That ain't right. That ain't you.
Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's a mander. That's a mander's doing.
Amanda.
I had nothing to do with that photo.
That's your damn head, though. I can see where she photoshopped it.
Jeff, you in deep
Oh my
shit.
God.
Jeff,
think
you
I
in
just
deep shit now.
I'm laughing so hard. I think I just farted. It might have even sharted a little bit. Oh my God, that's so funny. Whew, man, I'm gonna have to go and oh Lord, Vicky, bring me the ice pick. Gouge my eyes
Dude, that made me want to stick ice picks in my eyeballs.
up. Oh Lord. All right, let me see if Joe got that. If he has, I'm fixing to call this evening. I need to get my builds out. I know Marcy was asking what all I'm carrying, but I still got them in the case left from Jack's Con. That's pretty damn bad.
This right here is well named, okay? I'm building this altered out of junk.
Leftovers.
Yep.
That's a 57 Chevrolet back half.
Yep.
Yep.
AMT.
I can tell the color. And that's the Chevelle. I mean, not Chevelle, but the Chevy 2 front, I think.
Yeah.
Over.
Look at the name, though.
I see it. Penny pincher.
Perfect.
Wow.
Now
Hey,
tell me what the front half is off of, though.
I can't see it. Wait a minute. Hold on.
In there.
Is that the front? You said that's the front half?
Yep.
In the
The
back.
front half's being made out of the back.
Damn, I don't know.
Tell.
I don't know,
Anywho.
Dart. I'm clueless on that.
The hit me under glass. Front
Oh
flip.
yeah. As soon as you said it, hit me on the glass. I was like, shit. Yeah, now I recognize it.
And I'm not
Okay,
gonna lie,
Ladies
this isn't gonna look
and gentlemen,
perfect underneath, but that's not why I'm building it.
does it suit your? I mean, does it meet your approval?
It will, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's all that
all
matters.
Counts.
That's all that
right.
matters, Dart.
Y'all have a good evening. I'm going to the top of the river.
I'm mad at you, Don. I'm
All
gonna put that picture on the internet now. Oh
thank you.
boy.
I love you too, brother.
Yeah, kiss my ass too. All right, Don. All right,
Y'all
don't
have
eat too much because I know you're going to.
Y'all kiss my ass.
Okay,
Later, dog.
back at you.
Good night, brother.
Later.
See ya. Be careful.
Don.
Let's see. Now I'm not, but let's see if he's going to Gadsden. I could be in Gadsden in about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Damn, I sure would like some fish. Boy, that would be good. Oh Lord. Anyhow, it's getting to be about 8 o'clock. I think I'm gonna call it an evening myself, and might do a little bit more done. I got paperwork I got to fill out for the show in the morning, so I think I'm gonna call it an evening.
All right, Pappy.
All right, Ed.
Yeah, good night, brother.
Y'all
Go,
too.
Kiss my ass.
Jonathan, see you, buddy.
Later, Pappy.
Dart, fried
Bye-bye.
bologna. Fried bologna, baby.
Only the best.
Y'all take care. Pappy out here.
Yeah.
Oh God, it made me bigger. Jesus.
All right, we'll do some tire sanding now. So we'll meet with
Yep.
Steph.
Yeah, one of these days I may get around to utilizing my DeWalt drill for putting a socket on the way you got there, Jonathan, for doing my tire sanding as well. But right now, generally the way I do it, I just hold on to the tire and take my little filing stick and just run over it.
Well, how did I get that fucked?
Yeah.
Huh.
One of these days I'm gonna get around to doing it that way. Be a little quicker, maybe a little more consistent in the outcome, but
I guess we ain't using that.
sitting here working on the wedge bed that I'm bashing onto that 99 Chevy, and I'm looking at the side panels for the bed, and it's got molded in side marker lights at the front and back of the wedge, and I'm trying to decide, thinking to myself, trying to decide if I want to shave those off and put actual LEDs and light it up, since I'm putting LEDs in the head and tail lights on it. Excuse me. I'm lighting up the headlights and taillights, and I'm trying to decide if I want to do that with the side markers on the bed as well, or if I just want to leave them the molded in and paint them.
Well, like Pappy just said, does it meet your approval?
Well, I know. That's just it. I'm trying to decide if it's going to meet my approval or not, to light them up or to not light them up. Well, if I light them up, that's definitely going to meet my approval. But if it's going to meet my approval to not light them up. Yeah,
If I let you back up here, you gonna be a dickhead?
probably.
Come on. Come on. Well, cause you gotta come here. I can't. I'm in physical therapy for a reason. I can't reach it for. Come on. Come on, turn. There you go.
All right, y'all. I think it's nicotine time. I'll be back in just a moment.
Should have killed you.
Yeah, I know it. But at least I'm a dad doing something I enjoy.
Well, I said that till I started coughing up blood.
I get to that point, that might make me want to quit.
That's what it took to make me quit. So I understand it. I understand every bit of it. Now, I done told you, if you going to be back there, quit you bitching. Why am I talking to him like he understands everything? I'm an idiot. So I remove that. All right. We're going to go to the... Let go, heifer.
Stay. Huh? Good.
Like it's 12. I don't know, it might have-
Hey, Bob. Hey, guys.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Dart. Hey, Marcy.
I don't think Marcy's back yet.
Looks like Ed is missing too.
Yeah, he had to go puff.
Ah, been there, done that.
Yeah, I told him he'd kill him. He says, "I know." He gonna go doing something he enjoys, and I told him I said that too till I started coughing up blood.
Got the wheels for my Mustang in today, so I'm working on those.
Nice. I'm working on penny pincher tonight.
And you got to sand the tires down a little bit to get the rims to fit in there. All right. They made the tolerance a little too tight. I could force them in there, but I don't want to do that.
Right.
Risk breaking them.
Excuse me.
Remember, boys and girls, when doing resin, to wear your respirator, or at least a mask.
Right.
So you don't want that. You don't want that dust in your lungs. And then thoroughly wash your parts before you paint them. I'll join your group, Bill Johns, and as soon as I find something that I want to build drag wise.
All right.
When's it end?
I don't really have anything. I don't really have a dragster quote unquote straight up dragster here. I'm going to a show in a couple of weeks, and I'll see what I can pick up.
When's it end?
June 1st.
June 1st, huh? We're in March, correct?
Yeah,
In the middle of March.
and it started on March 1st.
Means I'll probably join it in May then, because I have a rail job.
I got lots of Pro Street stuff, but I'm not really looking to do that right now. I'll see if I can get a funny car.
I got too many irons in the fire right now to start another project.
I ain't worried about that so much. I can pump one out in a week. So. And the top fuel cars never really appealed to me, but I could do a funny car.
Videos that like the sound. It's like when they go take off, it's like boom. It's crazy fast they go.
Maybe I can find a funny car and do and paint it up and decal it as a NASCAR.
There you go.
That would be different, kind of cool.
NASCAR drag car.
Or like a Pontiac Grand Prix or something and do it up as Kyle Petty's car. Mellow yellow car or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh,
Start, you look bored.
No, I'm debating if I want to use this frame or not now. But welcome back.
Got my wheels for the Mustang, Marcy.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Richard Petty have a drag team back in the day? I think I seen a picture of like a Plymouth painted blue, like Richard Petty blue
Richard Petty did, yeah.
side.
Because he was pissed off with NASCAR or something like that. So he had one season, part of one season, he had a drag car. I think it'd be kind of cool to find one of the Pontiac funny cars and do it up in the NASCAR livery. Kyle Petty's mellow yellow or something like that.
Where'd you get those wheels off?
What?
Where'd you get the wheels?
I got them from a guy on eBay. What is it? Kansas City Chiefs something. Let me look it up real quick. He didn't have them on his eBay page, but I emailed him and asked if he could do them. He had them for 18 scale. I said, well, can you do a 16 scale size? He said, sure. Just tell me what size you want the tires to be. I think it's Casey. Let me find it here. Casey Cheese Fanatic 77.
I think I bought something from him before.
He's over over in Kansas City area. Okay.
Not paid sponsor.
Of course, I still got to decide how I want to paint them. I want to paint the rims chrome and the centers the car color, or if I want to paint the whole thing, just do the whole thing chrome, or do the rims car color and the center chrome. I don't know.
Marshall, you'd be happy to know the cat's back behind me.
Did he finally leave?
No. Oh, yeah, I made him move a minute ago, and then he came back. He meowed at me fine, made me feel bad. Or meowed at me right, made me feel bad, so I had to leave him back. I'm going to push over for these fur babies. And I think they know it.
A little bit more. Yeah, he does. Seems that looking at it, he does mostly truck wheels, but he had some car ones. And I said, I saw something I liked, and emailed him and asked if he could make me a set, and he said sure. Took him about 2 days, and he had them in the mail. Because the other guy, Jay's Resident Wheels, said he could do them, and then asked me for the sizes, and he just kind of ghosted me. I haven't heard from him since.
I bought something from him before.
Well, I just bought more wheels from him today, but he was going to do a set of Eleanor wheels. I asked him about doing a set of Eleanor wheels for this Mustang, in 16 scale.
You sure he didn't go to a show or something and just not check his email?
It's been 6 weeks now. I've emailed him at least half a dozen times. And with eBay, you can't email them direct. You got to send it through them, and it shows.
Right, and it goes to their email though.
Yeah, it shows that he received it. We back and forth about 4 times, and I sent him the size of the wheels, and he said, "Yeah, I could do it." And then I haven't heard back from him. If I get him, I'll still get him. Today, I could either find another one of these Mustangs, or Brian just got one of these in a raffle. At the show, at his show he went to, or JacksCon or something like that. He said I could always send them to him.
Now I got 2 things I can't touch.
Don't you just love it? Start another one.
No, that's where I messed up last month. I had 6 going, and my ADHD couldn't handle 6. I got that one's
You
finished.
don't leave them out where you can see them. You put them away as each section gets done.
I have 2 going right now. So that's. And I finished the Duck Demon tonight. So. There's a little preview. Now I'm working on the penny pincher. Gonna have 57 Chevy frame under it. There's a reason why I named it the penny pincher.
Did you put every decal you could find on it yet?
We're halfway there, yes. I even robbed a big block Chevy out of a kit that I didn't like the end product of. Well, I like them belt covers. Excuse me.
I just got done eating dinner and you're the one going on.
I just had salad, actually, right before I logged in. Salad makes me burp. I don't know why.
Vegetables do that.
Yeah, I take mom to the grocery store today, and she wanted to go to Arby's afterwards. So I had roast beef and cheddar tonight.
I haven't.
A long time.
I haven't either. The one here is. How do I say this nicely?
It sucks.
Well, no, yeah, but it's full of crackheads. There's no way to say it nicely.
Oh, that one here. That's part of the Love's Travel Plaza now up here. The Arby's is so it's actually 24 hours Arby's. I never knew Arby's had breakfast
our Love's truck stop has one.
I never even knew Arby's did breakfast until they opened that one up. That's apparently the only ones that have breakfast are the ones that are attached to the truck stops.
Yeah, they started doing that about 10 years ago, and they built a Love's truck stop here, and we got the Arby's, and then there's a Hardee's just across the street. One of the few left of them. Go back towards town, and there's a
We used to have Hardee's here in town, and it made boatloads of money. But the people wanted to retire, and nobody wanted to buy it from them. Take it over.
Yeah, it's hard to sell a franchise. You'd think since it was established, somebody would be interested in it, but nope.
It was established and they were making money, all the money they wanted, because it was the only thing. We're in a small town, so that was it in Subway. That's the only fast food.
Like with Celine, they got
20 miles.
They got the Loves with the Arby's, and then the Hardee's is across the street from there. And then you go over the freeway.
Didn't see you come in, bro.
Into actual Celine, and there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken with Taco Bell.
Taco.
And a Wendy's is across the street. And then the grocery store is right there, and whatever other the hardware store, and a couple feed store, and a couple other little things. And then the rest is all houses.
Yeah, they couldn't. It was a turnkey, profitable operation, and they couldn't get anybody to take it over, buy them out of it, so they just shut it down.
Wow, that's bad. And you got to dissolve a franchise. I'm franchise is a lot of work, but I mean, they did the work, So
yeah, I think that was part of it. She was the one that got up at like 4:00 every morning to go in and make the biscuits and crap like that, and she just started doing it.
Yeah, it's hard to find dependable people that want to work at that
time. Our Burger King down here had bad management, I should say, because. And again, if you have a problem, I hope you get help. But they were messing with the food with oozing wounds on their hands and arms. Yeah. I'm like, and I paid for it, and I noticed that as I was getting the food, and I was like, okay, I'm not making a big fucking deal here. And that's my anxiety. Okay, most people, but I want my money, but I can't do that. Okay, so I told my then old lady at the time, hey, don't eat that, and she's couldn't figure out why. And as soon as I got out the street, I throwed them in the bed of the truck, and I explained the situation. I was like, there is DNA in that.
Right?
Just don't eat it. Let's go get you something else to eat. She's like, well, we don't have no money. And I was like, because me, I always kept $50 she didn't know about just for
Mm-hmm.
such occasion.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't worry about it. I got you. I went and got her food elsewhere. And then shortly after, they shut the whole place down and then fired everybody because apparently there was way more. They were selling drugs out of the back of
That
Burger
doesn't
King.
surprise me. Yeah.
All right.
Clint.
Like, looks good, John. It's kind of like way,
Thank you.
way back many year ago. I lived in Kerrville, Texas,
You
and
didn't want the pad printed on the outside? Or are they pad printed on both sides?
One's got white printed on one side. The other side, it's there is lettering, but it's not white.
So you wanted the Firestones, I think it's what it says? Or does it say Race Master there too?
It says Race Master.
So you just wanted Blackwall. Cool.
Yes, the blank side. I think like it is here.
I have a thing for white wall, I'm just saying. But yeah, you're building box art. Looks good.
Haven't done the front wheels yet. In here trying to get my motor to be put in.
Yeah, that's the same kit I've got, except for I don't have the truck.
I gotta put these skinny tires together.
If the front wheels are anything like the Dragula, they're a pain in the butt.
You know something?
I interrupted somebody, didn't I? Apologies.
but there in Kerrville, a lot of people quit eating at the Jack in the Box there because that particular Jack in the Box had a couple of people that got fired for being intimate with the mayonnaise jugs.
Oh, some people's children.
Oh my lord! On that note, I gotta go pay a water bill. Oh. Oh yeah.
Just go. We don't need the broadcast.
And
Hey, Red. How are you tonight? And Jeff, who else is he? There's Joe in there. Hey, Joe. Hey, Boston Buds.
Damn it.
What's this one here? Hey, Chuck. Hello, makes mods and customs.
Oh.
Hey, Mike.
Well, I ain't gonna be working on that long enough to put it back on. Just gonna clean up a little bit. Make my space all nice and clean. Y'all believe that? I got some oceanfront property in Georgia.
That's all right. There for a little while, it was raining, thunder, and all that. And then I just went out for that smoke a little bit ago, and the sun was back out. Quit raining. Welcome to South Texas. You don't like the weather? Wait a minute, it'll change. Hey, Ted, how you doing, brother?
I'm not there.
Doing all right.
With Chad. Oh no.
Andrew.
Well, I just
Chad.
want to come on.
Hey, man.
Bob said hi, Amanda.
Hi, Bob.
Andrew.
I just wanted to come on real quick because I didn't get a chance to make a video because I do all that on my phone and my phone memory is full.
You gotta get rid of some of the stuff on your phone.
I'm sorry, Marcy.
You need to offload the crap off your phone.
No, I like all the crap on my phone.
Put it onto an external drive. That way it's not in your way.
No.
Don't lick the dishes.
I don't know how to computer. I'm illiterate.
It's literally drag and drop. If you have a Dropbox account, it'll sync and you don't even have to do that.
My phone has a Bluetooth connection to my computer, so like pictures and stuff, I can start right over.
Yep, that too.
Bluetooth right over.
Well, see, I do have a cloud, through my, carrier. But if I turn it on, I will end up with 9,000 pictures that my daughter has made or posted or whatever.
Right, which is
and
why
I don't want to
say
scroll
get
through
external.
all those damn photos just to find what I'm looking for.
Yeah, if you just get an external, drag and drop them over to an external, completely erase them off your phone if you're sure they've transferred properly.
And
you gotta your phone.
I use Microsoft Link for Windows, and it do is open it up, click save to, and it moves it over to
Or
my
you risk,
computer.
risk losing it all and the phone not working. So
yeah, I've had that a couple times.
So anyway, Jonathan, I just wanted to show you that I am doing this kit for your bill.
Nice.
Snake and mongoose.
Amanda introduce me. You do Mongi.
I'm going to do both of them. I mean, I got 3 months. I should be able to finish both of them.
I mean, you can make that a buddy build.
I can be your buddy.
What?
Not your friend, pal. Not your pal, bro. Not your girlfriend. Not your friend. Dude.
Yeah, so I just wanted to come on and let you know that I was going to be doing this.
All right.
Say, Ted,
What's up?
veteran to veteran, thank you for your service, sir.
Oh, yeah. You're very welcome.
Hey, who's Ruben Davila?
Huh?
Ruben Davila.
I have no idea.
Ask the chat.
Ruben Davila. Has anybody heard of that name?
Can't
I
say
know
I
a couple
have.
of rooms, but I don't know if it's the same one.
Friends with Bob, Jeff, Don, Brian.
Yeah, he has a Facebook page, Ruth Model Works or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, so I don't even know him. Okay, no.
Did she just say, "Well, I don't need to know him"?
And she said, I don't even know him, so no.
He's a
Yeah, but there was a time you didn't know Dart either.
he's a modeler on Facebook. I don't think he has. I don't know if he has a YouTube channel or not.
I don't friend people I don't know.
I repeat, you didn't know us at one time.
Yeah, but I met you on the computer.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she met you in these lives there.
And then you get people like me that, even having met y'all all here and become friends with y'all here, I do have a Facebook, but it's my personal policy. If I haven't met you in person, you're not getting in my friends list.
That's where I have one for family and one for Dart.
Yeah, I ain't got time
Yeah,
for
mine
that
was
shit. One
99.9%
account
hobby.
is
I
plenty.
don't have to worry about it. My Facebook.
I haven't went back to my family one.
I am either biologically related to or am chosen family to every person on my list. I know each and every one of them. And I
Yep.
do not add randos.
Yeah, like I say, I've only got I want to say 4 people in my friends list on my Facebook, 3 of whom are family. One of them is a friend that I'd met through Facebook / the modeling club that I'm a member of, or not Facebook, but YouTube / the modeling club that I'm a member of. And that's it. But I do know the guy in person. I have met him in person. I've talked with him, shook his hand, And then I got my mom, I got my little brother, and I got my daughter.
Let's see. My sister, my daughter, my cousin Mary, her daughter, my nephew, my kids. Who else is on there? It's family. Some cousins in Croatia. Some cousins in Italy. God, and I've got people from every social media platform I've been on since literally the beginning of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I would have to look at each individual person to tell you where I know them from and how many years I've known them. Some of my YouTube folks are there. My IRC buddies are all there.
How about your MySpace?
I haven't talked about IRC.
MySpace, Tag, IRC, half a dozen different witchcraft websites. Like, YouTube. I don't even know. I have so many people.
Yeah, I haven't thought about IRC in a long time.
It's still there.
Wow.
How about ICQ?
ICQ as well? Holy.
Yes, I was in the pilot program for ICQ.
Oh, nice.
I have a 4-digit number.
No, I never did none of that stuff.
And I periodically browse the IRC channels to see if certain people are still there. There's
Mm-hmm.
this one dude, Victor, that I pissed off so royally. When he sees it's me, he bans my new login. I wish him Merry Christmas and I wish him Happy Birthday every year.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just so mean. Still so
Wow.
mean. Just blocks me. It's like, yeah, you're still a douchebag, buddy, but happy birthday. But yeah, he used to think he was all rat in a bag of chips, and it's like he's all by himself in his little digital world. But yeah, I make a little custom ASCI style art and spam the shit out of his channel. And then leave. After I'm gone, I'll have to pay my grandkids to do it. Be a multi-generational haunt at that point.
Hey.
Yeah, guys, I am gonna call it a night though, because I do have to get up and go to work in the morning. So
I'm sorry.
and 4:30 comes awful early.
It does, doesn't it?
That is sucky. But you get out earlier, don't you?
No, I work 13-hour shifts.
Oh, fuck that. For the rest
Yeah,
of
but I have 4 days off every week.
Yeah, that's still too many for one day. I used to do 4 10s. That was enough for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we spend most of the day just kind of sitting around waiting for airplanes to come in and go out.
Yeah, get paid for sitting around. I mean, I guess that's
They want to pay me for sitting for 13 hours. I'll be more than happy to.
Yeah, I know you make decent money. Hell, I'd sit around for that.
But then, of course, you have your bad days. Like today, I was, from the time I got there until the time it was time to go home, I was busy.
Well, that's actually good in my book because if you're sitting around idle, it seems like you're there longer.
Yeah.
I like busy. Busy is good. It's like when I get into work, I look at what I have and I can literally tell you exactly how long it's going to take me and how many hours I get to spend finding shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that because they won't let me leave. No, you're going to stay your whole shift. It's like, okay.
Yeah, but, got smartphones to occupy my time with. Watch YouTube videos, whatever's on Netflix or whatever else I got.
Yeah, I'm usually good for about an hour of internet and 15 minutes of my game, and then it's like, okay, I need something else to do.
Hey, binge watch a show.
Right, and then so you watch 3 or 4 episodes, or you watch a movie, and then you got your break time, which is more idle time.
Yeah.
I go up in our break room. We have puzzles all over the break room, so I go put a couple hundred pieces into a puzzle.
Anyway, I'll catch you all later.
All right, night, Ted.
Yep, I'll probably pop in for a little bit tomorrow on Brian's, or I think Jeff's running Brian's tomorrow, isn't he?
Yeah, he's starting it.
Yeah.
Have a
So
good night.
I'll probably Amanda will end up probably being in it, and I'll just be like, okay, I'm going to bed now.
Well, when you do go to bed, Ted, sleep well, have a good night, and all that. Night, Manda. Oh, and by the way, Ted and Manda both kiss my ass.
Yeah, kiss my ass too. All right, see you guys.
Not a fan of these wheels for the front tire. I got to put two skinny pieces together and then put them in the.
Yeah, they pissed me off with the Dragula, and I bet they're the same wheel.
Probably.
Those spokes, 2-piece spokes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 12 little spiders. Now I need 12 little bases. And some baking material. Let's put some stuff for bases. Why not? Okay.
Pro tip: before you put the
Do
bottom on your car, check the freaking glass for smudges.
So I usually don't glue them, so I can take them back apart if I have to. That hurts. So it's got some smudges on the inside. I got to take it back apart. Clean the inside of the glass.
All right, give me a sec. Damn it. Got some touch ups.
Okay, boys and girls, I'm open for suggestions on painting my wheels for my Mustang.
The blue one,
Yeah.
black.
Well, it's got to have some chrome in it to match the chrome on the bodies, the chrome on the fenders, and all the stuff.
Okay, give it a alloy rim around in black center.
I was thinking either doing the center section in the body color and doing the rim in chrome, or reversing that. If I do this in body color, I could put a chrome right at the very edge
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
and have this chrome also. Yeah, I don't want to go with just black because that will clash with the purple and the blue and the chrome.
True. I think somebody's here. Let me go. I'll be back.
All right. Match up the stripes. I thought about that. Make this the color of the stripes, that purple fog, the lighter purple, and then make this the darker color, and then have the chrome, just the chrome right here at the very center. Because I could also go in and do the lug nuts on the center cap and the little beadlock looking things, bolts, and the chrome as well. And then they're going on the narrow rubber band tires. Yeah, I think I like to do the lighter color for the center, the darker color for the rims, and then do a silver or chrome accents. I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, sorry, you got to get up and work at 5:30 a.m. That's one nice thing about not having to go to work every day anymore.
Right?
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do.
All right, Mike. Sleep well, brother.
The centers will be this purple fog, even though it looks silver on the camera. And the outer rim will be the darker color, and then the very bead will be chrome. That's what we're gonna do.
Figured out where I'm going.
That ought to look cool. It'll have to just be the blue though, because I'm not a purple galaxy.
Like the wheel tire a little big for the tire itself.
You're breaking up, Jonathan. I only heard about every third word.
Stupid.
I second the motion.
Get a dog and get you Wi-Fi down here.
Even with what? Wheel for this tire, it's like too big for.
Yeah, I wish I could retire. I just ain't nowhere near to it.
Well, I didn't want to.
Well, now I gotta go get Dom's charger. Well, what I'm getting is see this on YouTube. I mean, I thought about doing it. Why not? I mean, for me to be a doctor.
Yes.
How do
I really hate when there's so many choices. And I can never decide which way I want to do something.
Yeah, them look identical to them ones that I did on that Dragula, and they're a pain in the butt.
Yeah, they're a pain in the ass, but they're a nice looking tire.
Yeah, true. Is that a plastic wheel or a vinyl tire?
rubber tire?
Yeah. The Dragula had a plastic.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder where Fufafa is.
Oh, I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
He's lurking in the shadows. Hey, Serge.
Yeah, he pops in every now and again.
Hey, Serge.
I do believe my hands have had it for today.
When I had that issue, Dart, they found out that I had pinched nerves in my neck.
That's what we're working on now in physical therapy. Something like that, anyway. I forget. Like, she gave it a word, but I forgot what the word is.
And I found out that I had three of the discs in my neck were compressing, and it was pinching the nerves.
Yeah, I have that going on in my lower back. It's not any more fun.
And give me cortisone shots right at the top of my, right at the base of my neck and my shoulder mitt. And I did that for, I guess, 3 times over the course of a year, and finally, it kind of worked itself out, I guess. Well, of course, I wasn't doing repetitive motion anymore either, so that probably had something to do with it too.
Well, Serge,
Kind of funny. My knuckles. It feels like your knuckles are just.
Yeah, there are times where my hand would just lock up like an old lady's, they just like claw.
mhm.
I couldn't
Yeah.
move.
Yeah, I went to physical therapy for the first time. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Today's Friday, right?
Yep, today is
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, so yeah, yesterday, because we had all them tornadoes and stuff going on while I was in the physical therapy, and she said I had something to do with my neck messed up, and because this hand don't have as much strength as this hand anymore.
Yeah, that's
And
nerve compression.
these numbers, I got to straighten out, do one of these numbers, and do it on both sides, and then I gotta sit up straight, right, and then get my shoulders straight, and then I gotta go like that, and that hurts like a son of a bitch.
Yep, you're
You know.
using muscles that you're not used to using.
Well, and I'm also used to being like this.
Uh-huh. Which is
And
causing part of your problem. Posture is the
yeah,
thing.
yeah, and that's what she said. She said we're gonna fix it, but you gotta listen to me. And I was like, well, ain't nothing I'm doing for myself working, so I do believe you're the one that's gonna have to fix it. Because she says, well, what do you do? And I was like, well, I sometimes I pull my chest, take and pull my chest like that, and I pull my shoulder. She's like, well, that's not hurting, but it's not going to fix you either. She told me to listen to her, and she'll do her best. And I was like, well, that's all I can ask from her. Real. I don't. If she got to do too much manhandling of me though, she gonna need help because she's a little girl. She's not girl, little woman, and she ain't bad looking, but I don't think she can, muscle me around if she needs to. Of course,
Surprised
I'll
how
keep it
strong
going.
the physical therapists are there, Dart.
Huh?
You'd be surprised just how strong them physical therapists are.
Yeah, okay, now that I'm back, I said she might whoop my butt.
I mean, you figure that's what they do all day, every day.
True.
Because
Oh, Serge, I worked a deli for a long time, and the repeated motion of operating a slicer just tore up my neck and shoulder.
Oh.
And for near as I can tell,
Oh.
I woke up fairly shortly after the live ended last night, went out, had a cigarette, went straight to bed, and I didn't get out of bed until about noon today. So
Yeah, it was about 20 after 12, I think, when we noticed you fell asleep.
yeah.
Yeah, you
I
fell
popped in
asleep
and
after I left.
That's all right,
popped in.
Serge. I'm not doing it anymore, so it doesn't bother me anymore. So I went through about a year and a half of the cortisone shots, and I still take I take anti-inflammatories every day and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm skipping on the pills and the cortisone shots. I'm going straight for acupuncture.
Yeah. That's like
Oh,
me.
yeah.
My right shoulder here is messed up. And because of the way that it's messed up, it would require major surgery that would have me down for recovery for quite a while. And
Minimum of a year.
Yeah, because basically what happened was when I was a teenager, I got involved in a bicycle accident that
I guess that's cheap.
not only did it break my collarbone right here. I don't know how if y'all can see that or not. Yeah, there it is. Not only did it break my collarbone right there, but it also dislocated my collarbone at the shoulder.
You're lucky you're not paralyzed. You're not getting that corrected.
And I didn't know I had broke or dislocated it for that matter. Well, I didn't know I broke it until about 7, 8 months later. And it was my next door neighbor / landlord / boss that noticed it. And he's like, when'd you break your collarbone? And I had to sit down and think about it for a minute. I'm like, shit, when did I break it? What have I ever done that could have broke it? And the only thing that it could have been was that bicycle accident I was in. And then about 5 or 6 years ago is when I discovered that it's also dislocated, because a buddy of mine, he'd put his hand on my shoulder right here on the collarbone and the other hand on my shoulder blade. And he did it on my left shoulder first, and he pressed, and the collarbone didn't really move any. Then he did it on my right, and my collarbone deflected in toward my shoulder blade like almost an inch.
Yeah, you need to not ever let anybody do that, because if you so much as stretch the wrong way, you could paralyze yourself.
Yep.
You really need to get that looked at.
Well, I think I'm gonna call it because there's nothing I can work on anymore.
You don't have to be working on something to be here hanging out with us and just chilling.
I have been for 3 hours. Puppy dog needs me. She's over here. You can't hear her? She's here.
I just figured that was your stomach because you need to go eat dinner.
Why, baby? Oh, I'll see y'all here later.
All right, Dart. Yeah, good night, brother. Kiss my ass.
Same thing. I'm coming.
Already put my fuel line in.
Oh, nice.
Little plastic piece.
Yeah.
Honestly, I need to touch it up on the bottom, but I'm not gonna worry about it, because I mean, once you put it in, you only see like the top of it, and then once that's a body piece is gonna cover over it. So
yeah.
So I think all that I got left to do to finish the dragster is fill in, body piece on, tires on. There's 2 pieces that go on to where the tires mount. Put the parachute on, a little small glass piece, the little small windshield, and then decals, and I believe I'm done. I believe that's everything.
Night, Britta. You have a good night, sweetheart. Sleep well.
Night, Britta.
Britta.
Night, Britta. So that means possibly tomorrow I should be able to finish this.
Nice.
Because I got to wait for my dad to get doing a few things for the transport truck. And then I can record. And then we can both finish it. And then I'll do a this is what it looks like before the details. And then with the details. And they both got like a butterfly steering wheel. Which on the dragster, just to make it easier, because you had to put 2 pieces together to form the steering wheel part. So I just put them. They're supposed to be like like that, but I just put them like that just to make it easier. And they're chrome too, so
Yeah.
that goes to a chrome steering column. So, and then once this is finished, if I can, I want to find a dude wherever I got lying around. I'm going to stick him in the seat, and then I'm going to put another dude up front on the motor, act like he's got a thing sitting there on the belt, sitting there spinning it and firing up. I'm going to make a YouTube short of that and using a sound from a dragster film up from one of my videos on my other channel.
Nice.
Because I've watched two of them fire up, and I've watched the same one fire up 2 times,
Mm-hmm.
2 different years. There was one I just seen it once because I wasn't there this past year.
Yeah.
And there'd be a guy sitting in the seat, and he has that gray suit on with the respirator.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of know why they need that, because I mean, I'm sitting there standing there recording it running, and my eyes are sitting there watering.
Yeah.
They didn't do that.
They wear those respirators because when they're in close quarters like that with those nitromethane fumes, that's yeah, that's some bad stuff. I mean, yeah, it'll make your car go really, really fast, but it just ain't no good for your lungs. I promise you that.
But the year before that, I don't remember my eyes watering.
Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't enough for something for it. And it comes with, I believe it's a helmet right here, and it's according to directions, basically they have like a little wedge for the tires so that like the car don't roll.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when and then I've been thinking about it a lot. I don't know when I go make the YouTube short on the shelf. I don't know what song I'm wanting to use. So I use songs for my on the shelf YouTube short.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what song. Like I can kind of picture maybe like a rock song, classic rock. But what one?
You using the YouTube music channels, music library, Jonathan?
No, I just go when I go to make my YouTube shorts. I get ready. I go hit use sound, and then it pulls up. I guess like YouTube Music Library,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then I the song I want.
A track called Hotlanta is a real good rock track for like car video type stuff. It's like a minute or a minute, 2 minutes long, something like that. It's not real long. I use it on a lot of my car videos for the photo montage at the end.
Mm-hmm. And then when you use the sound, if you make it your video 60 seconds long, because that's the max length of YouTube shorts you can make. Put a thing where the music is 60 seconds. And you can sit there and adjust it to where at in the song you want it to be played.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can adjust it to start where you want it to start playing from and stop where you want it to stop.
Mm. And then, yeah, here's the little tiny windshield.
Yep.
Now, if I can get this fuel on
Where's for the wedge bed? I think I showed last night. Got the openings for the door panels, the side panel doors cut out. I just need to make the door panels now because instead of having them swing out like that, like what they do like that, like what they do in the original casting. I'm going to have them to where they lay down. And I'm thinking about maybe adding a flap at the top of the door panel to act as like a leg or a stand or something for when it's open, it doesn't just sit there and sag all the way down to the ground. Also, I got this panel cut for where the rear axle is going to be, because the rear axle is going to be going just basically just straight across there. Whereas in the original casting, the rear axles were up in front of this piece. So I got that done.
Okay.
Now I just need to get around to actually finishing removing the back section of this chassis so I can stretch it out and get it lengthened out the way it needs to be. So I can get this thing all put together and painted and just. And then, of course, I still got to do the body work on these side panels to get rid of the battle scars for where I moved and changed the size of the wheel well openings. And I'm about 3/4 decided on shaving the molded in side marker lights off of these panels, and then just using these little transparent orange for the front marker lights up next to the cab, and then these little red ones for the rear ones down by the rear end. The only problem I have with doing that is the orange lenses are bigger than the red lenses, and that's going to play with my OCD instead of having them same size. But I couldn't find a pair of orange and a pair of red that were exactly the same size as one another. Though I could shave the orange down. It's a pain in the butt, but it's doable. And on the kit, at least in the box art, it shows these little drop down reverse spotlight type tail lights on the back side of the bed. And I'm actually kind of thinking about taking a spare set of tail lights from one of my 69 Camaros and mounting those up on the bottom side of it.
Do you have any like tubing?
Well, hey, JG, how are you?
Like styrene tubing? You
Yeah, I've
just
got
cut rings and fill them with clear resin and
yeah.
or you could actually poke them through, drill a hole, stick those in there, and you could fill them up with resin, clear resin, UV resin, and then paint them.
Yeah.
Put a little Tamiya clear, whatever color you want on them for the tail light sides and side markers.
Yeah.
Or you can even just drill holes and fill it
Boston,
from behind.
I normally use
tape behind it.
Like either Molotov or maybe bare metal foil to chrome the inside of my light fixtures.
Mm-hmm. So
hey,
I use
see you come in, brother. How you doing?
this resin craft UV resin hard type.
Yeah.
It's like $10 or something like that at Michael's for a bottle of it, and I'll like Phil, if I'm drilling like for a tailgate or rear roll pan with a round tail lights, I'll put a piece of the round tubing in there,
Yeah.
fill it up with this, let it cure. Then I'll hit it with the transparent red or transparent yellow or transparent or whatever color I want.
Yeah.
If it's not real big, I'll actually won't even use the tubing. I'll just drill the hole in the bumper or whatever and fill that. You put some masking tape behind it so it doesn't run through.
Mm-hmm.
And you take that off after it's done. And then actually the room light kind of shines through it from the back and helps light them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Or you could paint the backside with silver Molitor or whatever, and then, or you want to look more clear with the red on it, you paint the red on the backside of them.
Yeah.
That's how I generally do when I have to scratch build tail lights or marker lights.
Yeah.
That are embedded.
And what Boston, once the resin that Bob's talking about is cured and hardened and done, no, it does not react with glue, but you do have to use like a CA glue to put it in.
Yeah, well, it goes in like I would fill the hole or the lens with it while it's liquid. Then you hit it with the UV light and it hardens up. And you could, in theory, I haven't tried it. You could tint this before you put it in, even too, before you hardened it. But I usually just paint it afterwards. But to me, a clear or even a Sharpie to tint the clear. It works really good for if you have like the older MPC kits where the headlights are chrome, just built into the front grille. Put a little bit of this over it and cure that, and it takes away that chromey look of the headlight.
Yeah, much like the way the headlights are on the grill of this particular kit. They my John.
That's a little mock up. Body piece glued and there's
Looking pretty good there, little brother.
thank you. I might try to build another one of these, like get with just the dragster, not the transport truck, and just build like just that. I've seen one in person that it was like just from about here that way with the bike. Rest see all the you see the feel line.
Yeah, just the bare frame rails with everything inside the rails. Yeah.
Hey JT, I didn't see you in there. I had my head buried.
And then do another where there's no body piece at all, and you see the tire frame. The first two.
You're breaking up really bad, Jonathan. We can't hardly hear you, brother.
Welcome to West. No matter if you're on Wi-Fi or cellular service, it sucks.
Yeah. I've been there.
It dries clear when it hardens up, sets up. It's crystal clear. I use it to put windows in too sometimes.
Yeah.
The clear UV resin. I'll put that in there, and hit it with the UV light, and it locks it down right now. They do make two different kinds. I got this one at Michael's. They make one that's it'll say a hard type cure, and the other one is a soft cure. It's more of a flexible, rubbery stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want that one. You want the one that's going to cure hard.
Unless you're wanting to do something like make your own tires or something, then you
if you're wanting to cast something like that, yeah.
But for making like a window or a lens, then yeah, exactly.
You want the hard one.
Here.
Body piece glued on, tires on, parachute, and a little small glass piece, and it is done built wise. Record. Then all the RAM chargers will be my second RAM chargers. The first one was a '64 Dodge 330 SS drag car with 426 Hemi cross train.
Well, Pop, I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling all that great. Hope you get to feeling better soon, bro. And Serge, I think maybe Jonathan's Ram Charger Dragster. I think it just might, on at least on the body, anyways, be naked. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're white with red stripes, like red flag stripes on them.
Yeah.
The Ram Chargers are.
I can't wait for the drag strip at the reopen near me. There's 2 dates that I know of for the drag strip. Got May 18th is when it opens, and probably hopefully some drag racing there. And
Opens up on my birthday.
then June 1st, there's another drag racing day there, and there's a car show. And with the drag racing, we're gonna do flashlight and hand drop.
Yeah. That strip opens up the exact same day I turned 47 years old.
Well, looks like you're making a trip.
I just might. Well, no, maybe not. I don't know if I'm gonna have the money for it. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already got a 8-hour round trip that I'm making to Kerrville and back in April for my grandson's birthday. He'll be 1 year old.
Because this drag strip, it's along the Canal River. Like honestly, it's probably about a quarter of a mile from where the end of the strip ends, where you go drive your car back.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, it's probably about you go maybe a quarter of a mile, and you're at the river.
Oh wow!
So and in between the drag strip and the river, there's like a house.
Yeah.
So if your car don't get stopped in there, which I don't know if there's any sand, like a little sand trap or not, because I've only been by the drag strip. I've never been at the drag strip.
Yeah.
And the guy sold 7 of his cars, and I believe there were muscle cars that he sold to buy that place.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to do some real commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to use magnets for like my hoods, and if I have opening doors or something like that to hold them in place.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. The door panels on for these side panels. I'm going to put some magnets up here in the top corners to hold them closed. That way they don't go flopping open whenever they feel like flopping open on me.
Yeah, like on my convertible tops, I'll put 2 inside the body and then 2 inside the top, so that when you set it on there, it lines up and stays in place. But you can take it on and off as easily as you want, but it just won't slide off on its own. Oops, that's not the color one. One more time.
Yeah, might not be a very good idea for you to use magnets in your builds there, Kevin.
I highly doubt those tiny little magnets would affect that, Kevin.
Yeah, true. There is that, but
I mean, you're not sticking them all over your body. You're putting them on something in front of you, and then you're leaving it alone.
yeah.
It's not like the olden days with people with pacemakers and microwaves.
Right.
So there's a piece on the chrome tree. I have no idea what it's for. That piece right there. I don't. It's not even in the directions. So
Well, they probably use the same chrome tree for 3 or 4 kits, so that might be a front spoiler piece for a different dragster or something like that.
Yeah.
and I got two up here, 2 tire parts, and I think an extra fuel cap. There I got a.
You know, extra parts are never a bad thing to have. And then, because I mean, you never know what you can wind up using them on. Just a little bit of imagination and be like, hey, this might work with that, and that might work with the other. And
Yep. So probably once I finish this, I might do the 51 fleet line I got next. Then after that, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next.
there's me. I'm gonna get finished with this pickup that I'm bashing together, and then I'm gonna do this '67 Chevelle that's gonna ride on the back of the pickup, and then I'm gonna pick back up where I left off with all the rest of the kits. But I've pretty much got everything else on pause till I get these 2 done. Because while granted, there's no end date to the senior tribute build, you know, this is just something that it's on my heart to get it done, to do it and get it done, and only work on it while I'm doing it. You know, I mean that's
got the wheel in for
that's a personal decision on my part, and I'm not saying that anybody else has to do the same thing as far as for working on just their senior tribute. I mean, if you've got other stuff you're working on and you feel like you can do your senior tribute while working on all this other stuff, you know what? Whatever works for you, and that's how you need to do it. But for me personally, I feel like this is something that I need to work on specifically and nothing but until I've got it done.
Honestly, for me, for my tribute build, when I go to do it, after looking at them decals that are being made, I see more so using those for like a race car for like oval tracks, like maybe like an old like dirt track car or like or for a paved track.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see it much for a drag car, at least for me. Maybe the rest of y'all in the model community might, but that's just how I see it. So I might build like a race car or something.
Yeah.
And put them decals on. I think I'm going to end the live stream here, guys.
All right.
Because honestly, I'm ready for an update to record from a build video, but my dad, he's not quite ready yet, so he's got a few more things to do. So
Yeah.
I can't still right now. So for some from that,
King,
honestly, I'll probably be finished by now.
yeah. King Bob, if you're talking to us, you're muted, brother.
I was for East Gas. I used the magnets under the hood.
Yeah.
They're there, and then under the body, I just glued some scalpel blades for them to stick to. That holds the hood down so that it won't come off unless I want it to. Same thing for the doors. I put a magnet. There's one there, and then there's a matching one inside the door jamb, so the door will stay shut.
Yep.
I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, stuff going anywhere unless I want it to.
So I want to thank y'all guys for being here in the chat or here in on the stream.
Oh, you're welcome, Jonathan. It's my pleasure to be here and hang out with y'all.
You're welcome. Nobody fell asleep.
Nope, nobody fell asleep.
Maybe people distracted, but
I mean, if anybody winds up with a late night / after hour live going on, give me time. The night's still young.
Yeah, I'll throw one up in a few minutes if anybody wants one.
Shoot, yeah.
All right.
I mean, even if it's just you and me, King Bob, I'm good for it.
I got to get my watch hours up anyway, so I can start getting monetized, pay for all this crap I'm buying to do the streaming.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll throw one up after we're done here.
All right.
You
Cool.
need to get yourself a link for donations too.
see y'all
Maybe
guys.
set up a King Bob T-shirt store.
They might come looking for me. That's kind of licensed, registered.
Well,
trademark.
no, you can, as long as the artwork is different, they can't come after you for the words.
Yeah, well, I guess if it doesn't look like a minion, I guess you could get
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Yeah, you can do whatever.
But I would want a
do
minion,
a
though.
crown or whatever.
It would have to be a minion.
You could make him purple instead of yellow. It just has to be different.
Yeah. It just has to be different enough that you could honestly be able to say it's not a minion. I mean, look at the video game Pal World. Look at how similar that game's artwork is to Nintendo's Pokemon games.
Mm-hmm.
Night, everybody in the chat. Night, Marcy, Bob, and
All right,
Ed.
thanks for having it, Jonathan.
Good
Thank
night,
you,
everybody.
John. Your dragster's looking great. You're coming a long way. You're getting better and better. Keep up the good work, young man.
All right, thank you.
And
I'll have one up in about 10
see you
minutes.
later.